Hello everyone, my name is Akif Nawaz and in today's class we are going to talk about Shakespeare. So in this video you will know everything that is related to William Shakespeare and that you need to know. So Shakespeare, master of the stage and page. We'll be discussing each and everything from his early life to his literary contribution, and along with that we'll be talking about his acting skills as well. So let's start talking about William Shakespeare, that is one of the most prolific writers of English literature. So if you're a student of literature or you're done with your degree, in this video you will get to know everything that is related to Shakespeare. So let's start talking about his early life and education. So basically, Shakespeare born in Stratford-upon-Avon in 1564, and his father name was John Shakespeare, who was a glove maker, and his mother was Mary Arden. Along with that, he likely educated at a local grammar school, studied Latin, classical literature, and rhetoric. And his career in London, he started his career in London, moved to London in the late 1580s to pursue career in theatre. So he was an actor, a playwright for Lord Chamberlain's men, later the King's men. Helped build the Globe Theatre in 1599. So he was not only a playwright but also an actor. So let's move on to talk about his literary contribution. So first of all, William Shakespeare wrote 39 plays spanning tragedies, comedies, historical plays, and romances. Along with that, he wrote 154 sonnets, explores love, beauty, time, and mortality. The famous examples are Sonnet 18, Shall I Compare Thee, and Sonnet 116. Along with that, he also wrote narrative poems, Venus and Adonis in 1593 and The Rape of Lucrece in 1594. So he was the master of English language, introducing over 1700 new words. So he added 1700 new words to English dictionary and English language. So first folio published in 1623 preserved many of his works. So all of his works, almost all of his works are preserved in the first folio that was published after his death in 1623. Now, let's talk about Shakespeare's life in the theatre. So, first of all, he joined London's theatre scene around 1585 and became an actor and playwright in London. So, that was just the beginning of his career. Right after that, the Lord Chamberlain, he was a key member of this acting company, later renamed the King's Men under King James I. Right after that, he moved to the Globe Theatre in 1599, where he became a part owner of the famous Globe Theatre, where many of his plays were performed, such as Hamlet and Macbeth. He was really an influencer. As part owner and playwright, Shakespeare gained financial success and lasting fame. His works dominated the London stage, entertaining both royalty and commoners alike. So he was really a great actor and a playwright, and he got success, like financial success, and became very famous. Now, he wrote a lot of different types of plays like tragedies, romances, etc. and etc. But let's talk about his tragedies. The first famous tragedy he wrote was Hamlet, one of the Shakespeare's most famous works. This tragedy explores themes of revenge, madness, mortality, and the corrupting influence of power. It is renowned for its complex characters, particularly Prince Hamlet, and its philosophical depth. Along with that, Ophelia is also one of the prolific and prominent character that Shakespeare has written about. The next one is Macbeth. He wrote it in 1606. It's a dark tragedy that tells the story of the Scottish general's ambition, guilt, and descent into madness. Macbeth delves into the consequences of unchecked ambition and moral corruption. Furthermore, he writes about Othello in 1604. This work examines themes of jealousy, racism, and betrayal, focusing on Othello, a Moorish general in the Venetian army, and his tragic downfall due to manipulation and insecurity. Right after that, he wrote King Lear in 1605, which is a profound meditation on family, authority, and human suffering. This play revolves around King Lear's descent into madness after dividing his kingdom between his daughters. So that was all about tragedies. Now move on to Shakespeare's comedy. The first one is A Midsummer Night's Dream. It was written from 1595 to 1596. It's a whimsical play blending elements of love, magic, and mistaken identity. This comedy explores the chaos and joy of love through multiple intertwining plots. The next one is Twelfth Night, written in 1601, a romantic comedy that focuses on the themes of identity, love, and gender roles. Its characters are involved in a series of comedic misunderstanding and mistaken identities. Along with that, Much Ado About Nothing in between 1598 to 1599. Known for its witty dialogue, the play revolves around romantic misunderstandings and deception, with the central focus on the battle of wits between Beatrice and Benedict. So these were all about his comedies. Now move on to his romances. The first one he wrote was The Tempest. That was like the end of his life, somewhere around that. In 1611, often seen as Shakespeare's farewell on the stage, The Tempest is a fantastical tale of magic, power, and forgiveness. The play's protagonist, Prospero, is a powerful magician who grapples with the theme of control and reconciliation. The next one is The Winter's Tale, written in 1610, blending tragic and comic elements. This play examines themes of jealousy, redemption, and renewal. He also wrote some of the historical plays. The first one he wrote Henry the Fourth, Part 1 and Part 2, in between 1597 to 1598. These plays explore the complexity of power, leadership, and rebellion, focusing on the reign of Henry the Fourth and his son Prince Hal, who later became Henry King IV. The next one is Richard III, written in between 1592 to 1594. This historical play follows the ruthless rise of Richard III to power and his eventual downfall, showcasing themes of ambition and manipulation. He also talked about Henry IV, written in 1599, a patriotic tale about King Henry V's leadership during the Battle of Agincourt. This play explored themes of honor, leadership, and national identity. So, if we talk about Shakespeare as a whole, so we can see that he talks about so many different themes, like from jealousy to leadership to patriotism, etc., and etc. So he covers a lot of different themes that we cover that we come across in our daily life. So he is considered as one of the prolific writers just because of the fact he talks about all kinds of themes. So he's considered as a universal writer. So that's all about William Shakespeare, and all these interesting things are really important to know about him. So if you're more interested in Elizabethan drama, I've already made a video on university wits, that how university wits help growing in the development of drama. So the link is given in the description, and a video will also pop up in front of your screens. So if you're interested in knowing more about Elizabethan drama, go watch that video. So that's all from my side for today. Inshallah, we'll see you in the next one. Take great care of yourself. Allah Hafiz.